Dallas, just like Detroit, and I came out here to show why I'm pound for pound number one.
Come on, man.
Hey, look, man. Best ever. That's my reaction.
Big Sam. Hey.
You better show my prediction.
Yeah, I did. You predicted a stoppage. She stopped her. You called it. Greatest woman of all time?
Thus far,
Thus far.
as of right now,
Yes, sir.
she's a killer.
Core. What you think?
Easy work.
Easy work?
She's the greatest. It's no debate.
Yeah.
No debate.
Yeah. Gotta ask you.
Spectacular performance.
Yeah?
Did everything she needed to
You
do.
expect that knockout?
Hell of a fight. Great fight.
Yeah?
Congratulations.
Inside Atlanta's State Farm Arena, the atmosphere felt far less like a standard title fight and much more like an elite coronation with the biggest names in boxing watching closely. Floyd Mayweather sat front and center, completely locked in on every movement, every exchange, and every moment unfolding inside the ring. Undisputed pound-for-pound King Terrence Crawford watched with genuine anticipation, surrounded by Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. They were not simply there as ordinary spectators or famous guests. They had shown up to witness whether the self-proclaimed greatest woman of all time could accomplish what many people throughout the sport considered a physical impossibility. With so many elite champions and legendary figures watching from ringside, the pressure inside the arena was enormous. Every punch carried more weight, every adjustment mattered, and every round became another test of whether Shields could live up to the massive reputation she had built throughout her career. The question hanging over the arena was simple but explosive.
Self-proclaimed greatest woman of all time could pull off what many inside the sport considered physical madness.
I'm that mountain in the sky. I'm that mountain in the sky. Hey, I made it. Girl, greatest. And I'm that little bit old. When my back tells me so, I can feel it. Yeah.
Dropping nearly 40 pounds of championship weight should completely break down a fighter physically. Just months earlier, Claressa Shields had been competing all the way up at heavyweight, weighing close to 200 pounds. To strip away 38 pounds and still make the middleweight limit of 160 pounds seemed like a recipe for disaster. Critics and rival trainers openly questioned whether her body could handle such a drastic transformation, whispering that her gas tank would disappear by the middle rounds, her punch resistance would fade, and her power would vanish entirely. Many expected the weight cut to expose weaknesses that had never been visible during her previous fights, especially once the intensity increased and the championship rounds approached. The concern was obvious. How could a fighter lose that much weight in such a short period and still maintain the speed, strength, conditioning, and durability required to compete at the highest level? Everything seemed to point toward a difficult night for Shields before she even stepped through the ropes. But when the opening bell finally rang, all those theories, predictions, and doubts were suddenly thrown out the window. Instead of looking drained or weakened by the massive weight reduction, Shields entered the fight with confidence, energy, and the sharpness expected from an elite champion, immediately forcing everyone watching to reconsider what they thought they knew about her preparation.
Time again, a woman headlined an event, and absolutely incredible. Let's give our respect to Kaye Scott, who was a very game champion.
To be honest, I probably was a little bit nervous going into it because I wasn't sure whether the media do sway little things, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. But there was absolute respect the whole way through it. She was very, very sportsmanlike and polite the whole way through. Like, she still held her own and spoke the way she should because she has all those accolades. But I felt absolutely respected the whole time through. That was Dimitri and Claressa the whole way through. So I think it's a little bit of a negative narrative that's not true, or it didn't apply to me.
What was the biggest surprise in terms of actually being in the ring that maybe you weren't anticipating?
It's probably, if anything, I actually thought the speed. It was probably she's definitely strong, but it was the punches coming quicker, and I couldn't match that.
I lost the weight, that's made me look quicker, but I ain't gonna
From the very first exchange, Shields looked shockingly sharp, bouncing lightly on her toes with the speed and movement of a natural lightweight. Australia's Kaye Scott entered the bout determined to push the pace immediately, hoping to make the former champion feel the physical effects of the dramatic weight cut. Scott showed immense courage and aggression, attempting to smother Shields' offense, close the distance, and establish her jab before the champion could settle into her rhythm. She understood that allowing Shields to dictate the range could become dangerous, so she tried to make every exchange physical and uncomfortable. However, Shields quickly transformed the ring into a masterclass of defensive slipping, precise movement, and brutal counterpunching. Every time Scott reached forward with a shot, Shields seemed ready with an immediate response, meeting her attacks with sharp three-punch combinations that snapped Scott's head backward and steadily slowed her momentum. The champion's timing was especially impressive, as she repeatedly made Scott miss by inches before firing back with clean, accurate combinations. Instead of showing the fatigue many critics predicted, Shields appeared composed, fast, and completely in control of the exchanges. Scott continued pressing forward, but each aggressive attempt seemed to give Shields another opportunity to counter. With every minute that passed, the fight began to look less like a test of whether Shields could survive the weight cut, and more like a demonstration of just how effectively she could adapt and dominate at middleweight.
Everybody knows Claressa is the top dog, the greatest woman of all time, two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-time undisputed, 17-time world champ. I'm going with the big whoa, Claressa Shields, man.
By the time the sixth round arrived, the relentless pressure had taken a severe physical toll on Scott. Shields trapped her against the ropes and loaded up on a vicious, picture-perfect left hook that landed flush and exploded through the target. The impact instantly buckled Scott's knees, freezing her defense for a critical moment and leaving her unable to respond. Sensing that the finish was within reach, Shields immediately unleashed an unanswered barrage of heavy hooks and straight right hands, forcing Scott to absorb punishment while struggling to escape the champion's relentless attack. The speed and accuracy of the combinations gave Scott almost no opportunity to recover as Shields continued pressing forward and throwing with authority. The Australian corner realized the danger was becoming too great and did not even wait for the referee to intervene. In a desperate attempt to protect their fighter from potentially life-altering punishment, they made the dramatic decision to stop the contest themselves. Multiple white towels were thrown into the ring, showering the canvas and signaling an immediate stoppage. The arena erupted as the fight came to a sudden end, with Shields standing in the center of the ring after delivering the kind of dominant performance that had completely silenced the doubts surrounding her dramatic move down in weight.
How do you feel to be the biggest star in boxing?
Oh man, that's a compliment. I will feel that is true when I can go to T-Mobile Arena in Vegas and sell it out. I'm just a woman fighter who's on the journey to be the best fighter that I can be before I have to hang them up. And I'm enjoying growing. I'm enjoying getting more fans. I'm enjoying just more people learning about me and becoming a household name. And I mean, I'm just grateful to be able to do what I love to do. And people be able to accept me for loving something as dangerous as fighting. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm Shaw on behalf of the Guardian. So you spoke about your greatness. Now, So in the history of boxing, we had Tyson and Holyfield, Ali and Frazier. Do you think that you need a competent rival for the women's sports boxing to take the next step?
I feel like it's a blessing and a curse for me because I box so good that you're never going to see a girl be in the ring and be 50-50 with me. It's just not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because I'm just almighty and everything. It's not going to happen because God literally chose me to be number one. And I trained to be number one, and I diet, and I run, and I continue to never be complacent. So
the moment the referee waved off the fight, the entire arena erupted into absolute chaos, with fans roaring as the result became official. Ringside cameras immediately turned toward the boxing royalty seated around the arena, capturing their raw and unfiltered reactions to what they had just witnessed. Floyd Mayweather responded with a clear nod of deep approval, visibly impressed by the champion's performance and the way she maintained complete control throughout the fight. His reaction appeared especially significant because Shields had displayed the kind of disciplined timing, sharp defensive awareness, and slick shoulder rolls that closely mirrored elements of Mayweather's own legendary defensive playbook. As the crowd continued celebrating, the cameras stayed focused on the ringside stars, showing just how much attention Shields' performance had generated among some of the sport's most respected figures. The dominant finish had not only answered questions about her dramatic move down in weight, but had also delivered a performance strong enough to earn recognition from one of boxing's greatest defensive specialists.
Hey! You better show my prediction.
Yeah, I did. You predicted a stoppage. She stopped her. You called it. Greatest woman of all time?
Thus far?
Thus far.
As of right now?
Yes, sir.
She's a killer.
You have a good time?
Right now, like I said before, when it comes to like just female sports, she's at the top. And I will continue to support her. I need everybody to support her. She's unbelievable, man. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, yeah. How about the event?
The event. Come on now. That's what we do. We show love, we show support.
Yeah.
We show love, we show support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black love.
Crazy. Crazy.
Come on now. You know I'm gonna come see you, Ush.
Crazy.
The instant the referee waved off the contest, the entire arena exploded into absolute chaos, with the crowd roaring as the official result finally became clear. Ringside cameras quickly shifted toward the boxing royalty seated around the arena, capturing their genuine and unfiltered reactions to the incredible performance they had just witnessed. Floyd Mayweather responded with a clear nod of deep approval, visibly impressed by Shields' performance and the way she maintained control from start to finish. His reaction carried even more significance because Shields had displayed disciplined timing, sharp defensive awareness, slick shoulder rolls, and calculated movement that closely reflected elements of Mayweather's own legendary defensive style. As the celebration continued throughout the arena, the cameras remained focused on the biggest names watching from ringside, highlighting just how much attention Shields' performance had commanded among some of the most respected figures in boxing. The dominant stoppage had not only silenced questions about whether her dramatic move down in weight would weaken her, but it also produced a performance powerful enough to earn recognition from one of boxing's greatest defensive specialists. For Shields, the moment represented more than another victory. It became another statement that her skill, discipline, and ring intelligence could remain elite even after making an extraordinary physical transformation for the fight.
Yep, I got you. Bud, what you think? I gotta ask you.
Spectacular performance.
Yeah?
Did everything she needed to
You expect that knockout?
Yeah, she called it.
How about the event, the venue?
It was great.
Yeah.
She put on.
Greatest woman of all time?
She showed that women boxing is in a great state.
Facts. Facts. That's what's up.
For almost a decade of her career, online detractors and rival fighters repeatedly mocked Shields for what they considered a lack of finishing power, constantly pointing out that she rarely stopped elite opponents inside the ring. But everything changed when she delivered a violent highlight reel TKO after completing a massive 38-pound weight cut. That performance silenced the lingering questions surrounding her offensive firepower and forced critics to reconsider everything they thought they knew about her punching ability. Instead of fading after the demanding transformation, Shields produced one of the most explosive finishes of her career, showing that her strength and accuracy could remain dangerous even after moving down dramatically in weight. The stoppage sent a clear warning across multiple divisions that her power can translate anywhere on the scale. It also proved that her offensive game is far more dangerous than many doubters had been willing to admit. For years, opponents and critics questioned whether Shields could consistently hurt elite fighters, but this performance gave her the perfect answer, a decisive stoppage delivered under enormous physical and mental pressure. The message was unmistakable, and every fighter watching across the divisions now has another reason to respect the champion's power, timing, and ability to finish when the opportunity appears.
What you think?
Easy work.
Easy work?
She's the greatest. It's no debate.
Yeah.
No debate.
Yeah, no debate. Greatest one of all time?
I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Crazy. Electric.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here.
Did you expect the stoppage?
Yeah, I called it.
You too?
I said first round though, but I don't know about it.
Yeah.
There's no other woman fighter that's doing numbers like her.
Yeah. Facts.
Hands down, she's the best.
Facts.
And with a no name.
Facts. Facts.
And with a no name. We don't really want to say it's a no name, you were the world champion.
True that. True that.
I'm saying, can the other girl do it now. She the name.
An unfamiliar name.
Say unfamiliar, man. She the name. Can they do that? She the name. She the draw.
See the draw.
She the best.
You know what that's like. Keyshawn, what'd you think?
Hell of a fight. Great fight.
Yeah?
Congratulations, Quote, man. You're the greatest, man.
Expect her to get the knockout?
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah?
You look great, man.
How about the atmosphere here? Was it off the charts?
Bro, hella celebrities. The atmosphere, man. The crowd was doing sing-alongs.
Crazy. That's you next, right? We gotta get you to the spot.
Yes, sir. God willing. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up.
With the WBA and WBC middleweight world titles back around her waist, Shields wasted no time setting her sights on total division supremacy. During her fiery post-fight interview, she made it crystal clear that she was coming for every remaining piece of championship hardware available. She directly demanded the Ring Magazine title, immediately putting top contender Tam Tebow on high alert and making it clear that she wanted the biggest challenges still standing in her division. But Shields was not finished there. Moments later, she added even more fuel to the fire by issuing a direct warning to undefeated British star and Olympic gold medalist Lauren Price. Shields openly challenged Price and dared anyone from across the ocean to step into the ring and back up their words when the opportunity finally arrives. Her message was loud, confident, and unmistakable. She does not intend to sit comfortably with the belts she already owns. Instead, she wants to collect every remaining championship prize and establish complete control over the middleweight division. With new targets already in her sights, Shields has transformed one dominant victory into the beginning of another ambitious chapter in her career, and now the biggest names in the division have every reason to pay attention.
Pat, you've been around superstars your entire professional career. Talk a little bit about Claressa's star power and what makes it different from what you've seen coming up.
I mean, I've been around the best of them, you know, and I've never seen nobody like her. Very, very, very smart. She maps everything out, and her discipline is also something I've never seen before. Dedication, very passionate about the sport. And, you know, of course, you can see that. And, you know, I mean, that speaks for itself. But the gentleman over here, he asked a question earlier, and I just wanted to say, you know, they always, every time we announce her new opponent, Dimitri, Brother Rule, and all of us, you know, you always got the haters who start trying to talk down on her opponents. But if you look at reality, what really happens is, after they fight Claressa, I can name two different opponents, Lonnie Daniels and Danielle Perkins, who went on to get knockouts in their very next fight. So when you look at Floyd Mayweather, the fighters look amazing. But when they get in there with Mayweather, they look like shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and not to say it like that, but Claressa is so, no, for real, I don't disrespect fighters. Like, I see what it takes to get in that ring. It takes a lot. I see the sacrifice and the commitment, everything that she makes. What I'm trying to say to y'all is, don't allow these haters to talk down on her opponents. Kaye Scott, as you can see, she was strong, she was tough, she stood in there all the way to the end. So what I'm saying to y'all is, they downplay her opponents, but when her opponents fight somebody else, they look great. She's just so talented that, unfortunately, she makes them look.
Walking into an arena with the entire boxing world watching creates immense pressure, but walking out with an emphatic knockout after an unprecedented weight cut cements an entirely different level of legacy. With undisputed championships already conquered across multiple weight classes and some of the heaviest hitters in boxing openly backing her every move, the number of legitimate challenges available to Shields is rapidly shrinking. The conversation is no longer about whether she belongs at the very top of the sport because her accomplishments have already placed her among the elite. Instead, the debate has shifted toward a much bigger question, whether any fighter alive between 154 and 175 pounds can even survive 10 rounds with her at her best. After delivering such a statement-making performance, Shields has once again raised the standard for what is possible in.
So for me, it was a great performance by Claressa Shields, but you also have to factor in the opponent. You have to factor in the opponent. Kaye Scott, I told you she wouldn't be ready for that, right? I picked Claressa. She looked every bit of 42, had no defense, and then like literally was just accepting the punches with no head movement. It just y'all. Oh my gosh, people are saying it's rigged. What is rigged about it? It's not rigged. It just was a competition that we knew. Claressa, they said it at the beginning. It was a 30-1 favorite. That's what a 30-1 favorite fight will look like. Like, okay, you put Floyd Mayweather in with somebody that work at Papa Murphy's, Papa John's, or Little Caesars. It's going to look like that too. So it's not taken away from Claressa. She's a great fighter and she's aggressive. Kaye Scott, I think Claressa's biggest battle was making the weight. But experience-wise, she way levels above her skill-wise and experience-wise.
Hey, look, man. Best ever. That's my reaction. Claressa Shields is the best ever. Wow. Immaculate, amazing performance, sitting on her punches, moving around the ring. Even Mayweather said it himself. Doing the Mayweather, talking about getting out the way, going to the body, coming up top. That was an immaculate performance, man. God damn. What fighter is... Somebody said in the post press conference, they said the best boxer right now. Not women boxers. Think about that, bro. Packing arenas. He's in Detroit doing them packing them arenas. That should just pack one of the eight. Shout out to everybody that came. So many superstars, man. Usher.
What? Usher? What?
Mayweather.
What? Come on, man.
Crawford,
come on.
Shane,
Shakur. Come on, man.
Shakur.
Young, old. Come on.
I just can't keep going. So many celebrities was in here tonight, man.
Women's boxing, and created another chapter that will be discussed for years to come. Her combination of skill, confidence, championship experience, physical strength, and tactical intelligence makes her one of the most difficult opponents in the sport, regardless of division. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section and tell us who you believe could realistically challenge Shields next. Stay tuned for more boxing news, analysis,
daring anyone across the ocean to step in the ring and back up their talk.
I can't wait to fight against Lauren Price at 160.
I'll ask you about that, but you coming down here to Atlanta, this was your idea. You were selling out arenas in Michigan. You came down here, 16,000 fans here in Atlanta that came to see you tonight.
That is so crazy to me. Oh my God! I walked out here, I said, oh, they in this mother lover for your girl. Man, I knew I could do it. Atlanta love black excellence, just like Detroit. And I came out here to show why I'm pound for pound number one.
All right, so Lauren Price, is that the fight that you want next?
Yes, if I can get it in between December and January. If not, I would love to fight against Michaela or Tam Tebow. She got the rest of the 3 belts. She don't really had that many fights in the professionals, but she got belts. It's not my fault this girl don't have the experience that I have. But, hey, she got a belt that I know belongs to me, and that's the ring belt. I've always been number 1 at 160, and when I decided to come back down to 160, that automatically made me number 1. I don't know how the Ring magazine let Delcy and Tam fight for the ring belt, and Tam was not number 2 or 1. It doesn't make sense.